This is Crassula ovata or Crassula argentea, jade plant or money plant. So most people are used to seeing this as a house plant, but we're going to address using it in the landscape. It's actually hardy to about 15 degrees Fahrenheit, and in milder coastal areas, this is shown in Santa Barbara, California, it's used quite a bit in the landscape. And I think one of the nice things about this is its size. It's this mid-range size. It's very drought tolerant. It's a succulent. You see these big fleshy leaves. And this is during late winter. This is early mid-March in Santa Barbara, and the daytime temperatures are usually in the high 50s to the low 70s. And here it is in the shade. So one of the things about this is here you see such a color difference in this versus the still photo. And this is on a sunny hillside that's fairly rocky. They have a sandy soil that's fairly sterile. They probably don't ever fertilize this. And when you stress the plant, you're going to get more of this pink coloration and kind of yellowy green foliage color. You see how the tips of the leaves are there's some of them are almost entirely red or pink, and that to me is that's more of a stress indicator. Also here you see the flowers. So it bloomed very heavily. See the white flowers clusters? Bloomed very heavily in mid to late winter, and just finishing up here at the end of March. So the plant usually it can get as high as 9 feet tall and 4 feet wide, 4 to 5 feet wide. Here I would say they probably planted them 3 to 4 feet on center, and they've just filled in very densely. So not a bad way to use them. Also, the height is 3 to 5 feet tall. This is on a slope, so it's hard to get a good read on that, but that's pretty typical of what I saw even in the flat areas. So that's probably a good idea in terms of size, how to think of these in terms of landscape. See here, they're about 4.5 feet tall in the shade and much deeper green color. So they don't need a lot of attention, and again, very little or no water, and we don't get rain in Santa Barbara for 6 to 7 months out of the summer, although it is cooler. So there is that balance between the heat and how much water you're giving them. They are going to look a little better if you do give them some semi-regular water, maybe every week to 2 weeks. But succulents like this store a lot of water in their leaves and their stems anyway, so the water isn't the critical thing. Very easy plant to grow, and in design, you know, this is a very definite style. You see this a lot in Southern California, especially near the coast, and that's kind of my association with how to use this plant. I'm in a colder inland valley in Northern California, and it gets in the 20s Fahrenheit during the winter, and usually you see these in containers, and there's usually some damage each winter to them and they grow back out of it. So you can use them in colder areas, but it's right on the margin. I'd say if you get below freezing, these are better used in a container. And that is Crassula ovata or argentea, jade plant or money plant. Enjoy.